please help me in welcoming to the stage, Help by Sex in My Voice!
The podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern day life, solving your everyday problems and dilemmas right here in Sheffield!
I believe you've got a little something for us. You have done a little diary today.
Yes, well, on the train up, I thought, you know, I've done my diary over the years. Yes, some of them remember. I used to do a diary, and I thought, well, I'll get back into doing it because, you know, if you keep a diary, it'll keep you, as they say. So I've started writing my diary.
It's like this is your life.
Yes.
The dad's got that one. Thank you.
Would you like to hear some of my diary I wrote today? All right, are you sitting comfortably? Good, then I'll begin. I left London this afternoon and headed for Sheffield. Jordan travelled north yesterday by private jet for our Lee's wedding. So I'm writing this on the train, sitting alone in first class while Chairman Emeritus Stewart is in standard and producer Ben is in the overhead luggage compartment. I'm using the journey to take some time to discover more about the city while helping Ben fish out his left AirPod from the loo. It rolled around the metal bowl for some time, and he's worried that he'll now be listening to shit from here on in. I've said it'll be no different from having to listen to one of our adverts for BetterHelp.
That's H-E-L-P, help.
I've always liked Sheffield, of course. It was a delight to take some time to research the rich and vibrant history of the city. Famous celebrities born in Sheffield include Michael Palin, whose name is derived from planisher, someone who finished metal by hand. Also Sean Bean, whose family were banders who made barrel hoops by hand, and the singer Joe Cocker, whose family declined to comment. Sheffield has also been made famous by the annual snooker championships, where young players dazzle the packed theatre with their skills. But it's not every show in Sheffield today that involves bright, dynamic, talented youngsters. Greg James's Tailenders are playing here tomorrow.
Harsh.
Sheffield and its surrounding areas were badly affected by the Blitz over 2 nights of relentless bombing by Germany, perhaps most notably nearby Rotherham, when the entire area was reduced to a miserable pile of rubble. Later, funds were provided for reconstruction, and work is expected to start next month. Sheffield is also known for its university, which works with the renowned Alan Turing Institute, named after the mathematician and scientist who now features on £50 notes. Turing's work during the Second World War eventually cracked the German Enigma code. He spent countless hours trying to make some sense out of a baffling series of transmissions that made no sense whatsoever to anyone. If only he was still with us today, Capital Breakfast might have more listeners. One side had enough swatting up on the history of Sheffield. We arrived and I decided to spend many hours exploring all the exciting and culturally stimulating parts of the city. After that 5 minutes had passed, I headed to the venue.
William's diary, everybody! You should get them published one day.
I should, one day. So how's your week been?
Yeah, good.
Crashing on.
Really, really good. What about you? How have you been?
Yes, it's been fine. Well, I have got a new personal trainer. But I've got a new personal trainer because the old one, Pump It Up Pete, he made me cry and had some very questionable views on climate change. So
he was a flat earther.
He was, yes. Yeah. Literally, I was on the leg press and he said, I was trying, doing it a couple of years ago, and he suddenly goes, so what's your view on climate change? I'm trying to do a workout here. Anyway, so he's been sacked off, and I now have a new one called Jack It Up Joel.
Jack It Up Joel.
And I'll be perfectly honest, I've had one session with him. I have got a very limited range of motion in my upper body. I ache. He's a lot more effective than Pump It Up Pete was. So I'm sure, yeah. What? Yes, with my fists.
Is it hurting?
Oh, I can't do that.
Really?
Literally.
Can you move it that way?
Can I, like what?
Like that?
Move it back?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Did you not have a wank?
I'm sorry, no, don't be silly.
You say you should before you come on stage. It pumps you up.
I'm sorry? Okay. But we share a gym now, Jordan.
Yes, we do.
So I thought, aside from when I'm with Jacket Up Joel, we could be gym bros together.
No, it's not.
We could take our friendship to a new level.
No, you see, when I'm in the gym, Willie, I'm like, headphones in, get it done, get out there. No, I'm just not for me.
But I could spot you. There he is. It's a classic gym joke.
Never go.
I'm going to go now. You're going to see me every Thursday.
Yeah, because if you don't do the kills, you don't get the girls.
That's where we've been going wrong. Okay, nice. Fine. Anyway, how's your week been? You've had a nice week off.
Yeah, very good. I was away last week. It was lovely. I was in Mallorca, and then this week I've been off. Just been pottering about.
What have you been doing?
Got so many loads of washing done. Loads. I've just been
Of washing.
doing that.
Busy.
You were at Wimbledon.
I was at Wimbledon. I was at Wimbledon for Capital Breakfast. Yes.
Yeah. I'm there with you on Monday as well.
Yes, we are going back. I'm going to actually take you with me this time,
Yeah.
which is nice. It'll
That'll
be lovely.
fun as well. What else has been going on? Come on, tell everyone in
Well,
Sheffield.
my parents today in London, as I was on the train, I got a text from my mother. They've decided to go up to London today because my mother needed new makeup, and apparently in Bristol they don't sell it, apparently. So they did a day trip to London, and we just get this text in the family WhatsApp group saying, whose idea was it to come to London during the Gay Pride March? And then it followed up with another message, I'm not being gayist, but parking's been a nightmare.
Darling, you gays are getting in the way.
But
I'm trying to buy my makeup, darling, and there's just
Jordan.
gays everywhere.
there she is.
Oh, look at her.
She loves the gays, as you can see.
Darling, I love the gays. And
What
the
I-
gays love me, darling.
What I particularly love about that is the T-shirt one down says, nobody knows I'm a lesbian.
I never knew,
Yes.
and this is the first time I've spotted it, you and your mum have the same hair. You and your mum have the same hairstyle.
Well, I don't think we do.
Yeah, you look.
One of us has a lot more of it.
It's a double, like, it's very similar.
Okay, thank you. So yes, they're at Pride. Anyway, you're talking of family events, and your mum, it was Lee's wedding, our Lee's wedding.
That's
Oh,
the,
look.
Oh, there's our Lee.
Let's have a proper look.
Oh, thanks. There's our
So we've
Lee.
got some lovely pictures on screen. We've got you with Lee. He's in his uniform. What uniform's that?
He's a colour sergeant in the army.
Okay, lovely.
So that's him, and that's his wife, Joanne.
Joanne, she's in a dress.
Yeah. I'm a bit rough, I'm not going to lie. A bit hungover. It was 3:15, I think I got in. But we stayed over, so they kept the bar
It was
open.
2:10 in rehearsals.
No,
It's got later.
It was bad. No, it might have been 2:45. Quarter
Right.
to 3 I got in. I'm trying to... There was a headbutt. But it was...
Who headbutted who?
Well, you know, it's northern where it was...
Who was headbutted?
I might have got headbutted
You got headbutted.
at the bar, but it was like a playful headbutt that then went a bit serious. You know what it's like.
I thought that was just a bit of new eyeshadow you were toying with.
But yeah, it's
No.
fine, it was good. And Lee and Joanna had a really good day, most importantly, and they're very, very big VIG&DIVAs, like you guys. They listen to us all the time. In fact, Lee said, I'll have to stop listening to you in bed. And I was like, oh, is it because we're funny and we make you laugh? And he's like, no, when we're shagging, I hear your voice. It's a bit incestuous. And I was like, all right. And John was like, yeah, to be fair, it is a bit weird, but I get off on it. So, Sheffield, are you having a good night so far? We promise to make sure that we give you one of the best Saturday nights that you've had in a while. That's our promise today, isn't it?
Yes, and we're delighted to be here for the Crosswires Festival. It's the second year that the festival has been on. Fantastic lineup that there is this year. Sarah Cox and Claire Hamilton.
Sarah was DJing
Yes, downstairs.
downstairs before.
Yes.
And apparently it was absolutely raving. They've got 100 years of the shipping forecast with Jarvis Cocker
Lovely.
as well.
Drunk Women Solving Crime, we did a collab with them.
Yes.
They're excellent.
What about Football Daily have been here
Never
as
miss
well.
it. Never miss
Questioners?
it. Gardeners, it says.
Gardeners Question Time as well.
Yes, How to Catch a Scorpion, although why you would want to, I don't know, but
Yes.
they've been doing it.
Newscast.
Yes, it's a rival to newsagents, isn't it? Your favourite, global one.
Yes. Newsagents love John and Emily.
And last night, Greg James did a podcast with Michael Palin.
He did!
Yes.
He did!
Now, obviously, I don't know, obviously used to work with him at BBC Radio 1, and then events overtook you, and you left BBC Radio 1.
I moved jobs.
You moved jobs, we've all done it, and you now sort of you're almost rivals yourself, aren't you?
No!
Because you both present breakfast shows at the same time.
Yeah, but we're still mates, still friends.
When was the last time you text?
Probably, what month are we in now?
July just.
Yeah, probably May.
Oh.
24.
Okay, well...
No, I'm joking. He's coming for a drink.
I know, we said hello.
He's coming for a drink after.
Now, also, I don't know, when we agreed to do this, which was a while ago, Greg hadn't yet been made creative director of Crosswires Festival. And obviously, look, I like to associate with, the creme de la creme. And Greg is a radio presenter, a podcaster, and a creative director. Now, you're only two of the three things, Jordan. I don't want to rub it in. So what I did is I sent Greg a bit of a message, because I wondered if he could give you a bit of inspiration, Jordan, as to how you could perhaps become...
What is this?
Something you don't know about. How you could become a creative director yourself. And this is what Mr. Greg James had to say.
William, hello. Yes, very happy to help. Look, here's a few tips for Jordan on how he could possibly become a creative director one day. So firstly, he needs to remember that there's more to being creative than relying on picky bits as a trademark thing. Nice every now and then, but not all the time. Although, look, that M&S money speaks for itself, so I get it. But secondly, new ideas are always better than old ideas, so you've got to keep this stuff moving. For example, Fern Cotton was doing Happy Place way before he said Happy Place, Turf Moor, I'm a Celebrity. And Fern is very litigious, so that was risky, but that could actually be his undoing if Fern decides to go forward with the proceedings, which I've heard she might want to. And thirdly, I think you should use those ad breaks on Capital. There's lots of them, and they're very long, very long. You've got to use them wisely, because that's lots of time. That's time to create. He needs to get a cup of tea, or a brew, as they say in the north, and just come up with some stuff then and there. I hope that helps. Have a great show tonight, and we'll catch up soon. All right, lots of love.
There we go, Greg James, everyone.
I genuinely didn't know about that. That was class.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. That was very good.
I should do a podcast with him.
Very. All right, I am here.
I'm
Very
joking.
good.
I thought, rather than do an etymology, we'll do William's Jolly Joke of the Week.
Really?
Yes. And I haven't heard this yet, I'm so excited. We've got our own special jingle for this. Cue this jingle.
If you like a gent who's sure to thrill them, you're in for a treat. With our William, and if a chuckle is what you'll see, you're sure to love William's Jolly Joke of the Week. Cha 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 cha.
Ah! I love that. A woman who injected her 8-year-old daughter with Botox for beauty pageants has lost custody of her child. The child didn't look surprised at all. I think that's just about safe. Don't lower the tone here in Sheffield. Alice Levine's hyperventilating backstage.
We said we wanted to do the full Monty in Sheffield. Did you enjoy that? I said, did you enjoy that?
You've stained the upholstery, haven't you?
You should have done it!
No. No, I would not debase myself by stripping in public.
Get it up! 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 Get it up!
Okay. Hit it.
Wow!
You wanted to see my Sheffield strip? And here it is.
What have you got there? What's that?
It's a hybrid. I'm a bit bi this evening. I'm a bit of both. On this side, it's Sheffield United. And on this side, it's Sheffield Wednesday.
You can't do both. You can't. You're not
You
allowed to.
can.
You're not.
You can't say you can't do both. How dare you say that, especially on London Pride weekend. Would you like to go and change?
Do I need to change?
Yes, take...
All right, I'll take that. Are you going to stay like that?
Shall I stay like this for the rest of the show? Take all... Go on, I do like a boy who cleans up after themselves, so if you could just take all that... Missed a bit. Anyway. You like this? Yes? I phoned my costume designer up a few months ago and I said, I would like to share 2 Sheffield tops. Anyway. It was a bit of a bad line and it was a very busy bank holiday weekend, if I'm honest. But nothing a bit of ointment and some doxy prep wouldn't sort out. And we were fine after that. Anyway, this is when I meant to find some more interesting people in the front rows to talk to. Moving on. So, no, I'll be honest, this is not actually my first time in football kit. Many, many years ago, when I was younger, sort of late teenager, my brother said to me, William, you've got to support a football team. You can't go through life not supporting a football team. I was having none of it. Anyway, he was watching the television and a news bulletin came up about Yeovil Town Football Club. Do we have some Yeovil Town support? Yes? You're very excitable. And... Anyway, so I said, I'll support them. So he bought me the full football kit and made me try it on. And that was the very same day I was taking my very first driving test. And as you may or may not know, I failed my first driving test because of good manners, my inherent good manners. What happened was I was doing all right on the driving test, going around Weston-super-Mare where I was The entire Southwest is in. All right, thank you. And so anyway, I'm doing the test, a few minor little points, but no major penalties. And just as we were pulling back onto the road with the test centre, there was an articulated lorry driver that let me out at a junction. So I took my hand off the wheel to thank him. And as we pulled up and passed at went to the test centre and pulled up, my examiner, Dave, said to me, he said, I'm so sorry to tell you, William, but you were doing very well until the last minute when you thanked the lorry driver. You took your hand off the wheel, and so I'm going to have to fail you because you were not in control of the vehicle. I know. No sympathy here. Because you were not in control of the vehicle. Thank you. Anyway, I was very, very sad, and I went back to see my driving instructor in the test centre. And I was really, really upset, but my sorrow was temporarily abated because guess who was coming out of the test centre pleased as punch, clutching their test certificate, having passed, none other than Prince Andrew. He'd managed to get off with only one minor.
Whew, that was a stress. Right, come on, I need a drink. Shall we have a drink?
Yes.
Did you all get yourself a drink at the interval? I believe the bar was very busy, but let's just say you guys have been fantastic so far. So thank you so much for coming out here on a Saturday night and spending it with us. We really, really do appreciate it. We have got some more audience shout-outs for him, so I'm going to pour us a gin and a bonnet.
Okay, lovely.
Tell me when.
Oh, no, Jordan, no, seriously, put some of that in yours.
That is a bit too much.
We have got a podcast recording to do. Thank you.
When?
What do you mean when?
Tonight, yeah.
We're doing it.
Yes, of course. We are. Shout-outs. There's loads of people that have been asking for shout-outs.
Yes, a shout-out to Hannah and her dad, Dave, who are here celebrating his 60th birthday. Well done to you.
Dawn is here tonight with her daughter, Becky. It's Dawn's 56th birthday today. Happy birthday, and they've been fans of the podcast for years. Big shout for Dawn and Becky from Doncaster.
Oh, lovely. And finally, a shout-out to Laura, Jane and Dan. Laura Jane has asked us to implore Dan and her chief bridesmaid, Nicole, to let her have alpacas at their upcoming wedding.
They're cute. That's quite cute.
Why the fuck do you want that?
You're like Chubby Brown today, effing and jeffing.
I'm sorry, it's the football kit. No, you do... You do that. I'm sure it's lovely.
All right, look, before we go on to your listeners' problems and dilemmas, which we're going to do, and you will hear on Friday's episode, which is going out on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
We're going to do another game. This was something that wasn't planned, but on yesterday's episode, it kind of came up about the whole... I don't know if you've heard this, but I reckon I can tell pretty much where anybody is from in the north just by hearing them sneeze, just by hearing them say hello. I don't know if you've heard the latest episode, but I pretty much proved that. And then I also said on yesterday's episode, I could look at people and tell you if they're from the north or not. So,
yes,
we are going to have a game of north or not. Cue the music, please.
So bring on our potential northerners.
Our wonderful VIG&DIVAs.
Oh, come up the front.
Hello.
Come up the front. Hello. Over there. Brought you a drink. Hello, hello, hello.
No talking, no talking, no talking. Okay. Hi. All right.
As may be quite obvious, none of them expected to come on stage this evening.
All right. I've got them here. Which one is Imogen?
Okay, Imogen, just take a step forward, please.
Do you think she's a northerner or not, Sheffield? See, she's definitely not southern, right? But I also think she's not quite northern either. I'm going to say not northern.
Not northern.
No.
Okay, Imogen, tell us where you're from.
Leicestershire.
Yes! But
Where's Leicestershire?
that's the Midlands.
Midlands.
Okay.
So you're a bit.
I didn't even know.
You didn't even what? You don't know where you're from.
I've had a few.
You've had a few.
Yeah.
How many of us can you see? 2. Okay, good. Step back from me, Imogen. Sit down if you like. Yes, you sit there.
Okay. Contestant number 2, I'm being told, is Dave. Is that right?
Dave,
okay.
Step forward.
Dave, step forward. All right. Dave.
Isn't it nice you can buy jeans in the supermarket these days?
Be nice.
Very, very malleable.
It's a tough one with Dave, because he looks quite middle class, actually. Yeah. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. Dave, do you mind if I have a sniff? Is that...
What is it? Can you smell anything? Is it poverty?
100% David's a Northerner.
Where are you from?
All. Yes! Come on! Oh!
Thank you.
Not even Hull. Oh!
Oh,
All right, contestant number 3,
the woman in black, come forward.
Frankie. Is that right? Yeah?
Okay, what do you think?
Northerner.
Where are you from?
Barnsley.
Yes! Come on!
We can
Come
tell
on!
immediately.
All right, okay.
And finally, step forward for me.
Your name is Charlie, is that correct? Charlie. With his short shorts, and his New Balance running shoes, and his white socks, and his lovely beard, and his glasses.
Does that make a difference when you take your glasses off?
Charlie, just yes or no, quick question. When it was a hot summer's day, an ice cream van came down your street, did you come running in and say, Mum, have a quid for ice cream van? And then did she reply by saying there's chalk ices in freezer? Yes or no?
No.
Charlie's a Southerner.
Charlie, where are you from?
Berkshire.
Yes! Get in!
A round of applause for our Northern or Not G&Divas. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so like every episode, and we promise you this, we are reading them for the first time. We've not read any of these. Every single episode, producer Ben and the team, they source them for us. We like to go in completely blind, don't we?
We like to go in raw, is what
Yes.
he's telling us.
So all these are from you guys that are here tonight. So hopefully you're on your best behaviour.
This first one is from Maz and Izzy in Stalls Row H. There they are. Dear William, Jordan, producer Ben, and the rest of the Sexted gang, to jump straight into it, my friend and I share a similar problem involving, shall we say, extracurricular activities with co-workers.
All right, I'm with you.
I'm currently 4 for 4 at my last 4 jobs. 4 for 4 at my last 4 jobs over the past 5 years. She's also dabbled in 2 out of her last 3 roles. It often doesn't end well, shock. Sometimes long-term awkwardness, sometimes immediate regret, and has occasionally, though not always, led to some painfully tense moments back at work. We both work in hospitality and retail, so these things aren't exactly rare. But we're beginning to worry that this is becoming a habit we can't control. So what is the etiquette around sleeping with co-workers? When should you definitely avoid it? And how do you keep things cool and casual afterwards? Any advice would be much appreciated. Love, Maz and Izzy.
Maz and Izzy.
Yes.
Don't they?
No, there is a Maz and Izzy who work with us.
Oh, right, okay.
These are Maz and Izzy, very different people.
Okay, my dad's not a man of many words. He's a man of very few words, and he always once told me, and it stuck with me, is don't shit on your own doorstep.
Yeah.
Never shit on your own doorstep. So it's probably best not to do it at work, guys. William?
I would completely agree. It can befuddle things, so it might be very nice for 20 minutes or so, but half an hour. But after that, no.
Half an hour?
Yeah?
Oh. Have you ever slept with anyone from work?
Not yet.
This is from Helen. She says, hi, William, Jordan, EPB, and all the amazing Sexted team. Over the many episodes of the podcast, you've shared some fascinating and occasionally shocking things about yourselves. But what's one thing people don't know about you, or something they'd never expect?
Oh.
William?
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
You go first. Fucking go first!
I don't know. I haven't always voted Conservative.
What? Oh, God, don't say that up here. Bloody hell.
No, I'm,
Okay.
surprising.
All right.
You'll go.
I'm not the biggest fan of mushy peas. if honest.
That's such a bland answer.
Well, you know, you feel like you've got to like them, but not the... I get them and I'll have a few, but I'm not the biggest fan of them.
Okay, this is from Anonymous. Hello, boys. 'Twas the summer of 16. Me and my first serious boyfriend and I had just returned to my bedroom at my family home. There's a running theme. After buying a co-op meal deal for lunch. They're northern. And after years of waiting for the one to take my virginity, today was the day. Just before he got down to business, my boyfriend fueled up by eating half of the sausage roll, which he then popped back into the packet and placed it on the windowsill to discard later. After the deed was done, he discreetly discarded the condom inside the sausage roll wrapper.
We've all been there.
So no trace of sex would be found in the bin. When it came time for tea, we wandered into the kitchen, where my mum asked what we'd like to eat. We opened the fridge, and that's when my heart dropped. The semen-filled condom sausage roll. Why was it in the fridge, you ask? Well, my mum used to tidy my bedroom and clearly assumed the sausage roll was just a leftover snack. What is the etiquette for asking my mum, nearly 9 years later, if she ever realised what had been chilling next to the yogurts? With horror, shame, and a sausage roll I'll never forget, Anonymous, probably bright red in the audience. Just look next to you to see if the person is bright red. Just check to see if there's a maroon G&Diva next to you.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Would the Johnny not go off if it was in the fridge, though?
With the what?
Like the condom, would it go off? It wouldn't go off if it was
Depends
in the fridge.
how long it was there for.
It'd be all right in the fridge, wouldn't it? This one's from Danny. It says, "Hi, boys. Thanks for bringing the D up north." Thank you. What's the etiquette for going to a podcast recording with your ex? She's sitting next to me. That's from Danny. In CA10.
Oh! Where's that?
No.
Where's that? Give us a wave. Oh, hello. Is it the two of you? Lesbians. Hello.
Have you ever walked a day in their shoes? Could you, you know?
Have I ever walked a day in their shoes? You mean Doc Martens?
That was your best one, I know.
Thank you.
That was very good. What's your advice then? I know you've never walked a day in their shoes, but what would we... It's good for your
They're
friends.
nice. You're being friendly. That's what we like.
It's good for your friends.
They probably fell out over who got custody of the KD Lang records or that sort of thing. No, I'm going to listen to Chapel Roan, that sort of thing. I don't know, whatever they argue about.
Genuinely, I think it's really good that you've come here today, and hopefully you can still be friends, because a lot of people say you can't, but you can. I know many people that are still friends with their exes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Are you?
Move on.
Okay. This is from Nicole. Hi, William and Jordan. How do I promote a bridesmaid to maid of honour without it sounding like a second choice or backhanded compliment?
Oh, shit.
Originally, my maid of honour was going to be my sister. But due to circumstances, she's no longer attending the wedding.
Oh, shit.
She fallen out with Auntie Kath as well. At first, I thought it's fine, I'll just go ahead without one and make my own traditions. But there's one particular bridesmaid who, without a shadow of a doubt, I would absolutely just want to ask. I'm a type A overthinker, so I've talked myself out of it a million times, worrying it might come across as a second choice. But the truth is, she's not even close. She's been my best friend for over 13 years and has stood by me through everything, breakups, the wild single era, and now my 10-year-long relationship. She's seen me become a home owner, a parent, and navigate life's many ups and downs. She's been my rock, my reasoning, and my rationale throughout it all. There is no one else I would rather have standing next to me on that day, no one better suited to be my hype girl, my right-hand woman, and my maid of honour. And she's actually in the audience with me tonight.
Oh.
So I thought, what better way to ask her than through our shared love of the podcast and the whole Sexted team? So on behalf, could you please say, Natalie, in the right balcony, somewhere over there. Will you be my maid of honor?
There.
She's over there.
Oh, there. Will you be a maid of honor? Will you do it?
She said yes.
Oh, I feel like Oprah.
That's lovely.
Because they're all getting a car. No, I'm joking. We can't. Dear William and Jordan and the rest of the Sexter team, this one's from Teresa. She says, my husband and I are relatively young. We're open-minded. Like most people, we enjoy catching up with friends over good wine. We have a few friends who are a bit older than us. We met them through work. And let's just say, they're a little bit more open-minded than we are. They often invite their equally free-spirited friends to gatherings at their house. And on more than one occasion, we found ourselves on the receiving end of some very forward advances.
Oh.
Swingers. Oh, shit. Have you watched that show on ADHD, but have you watched that show on Channel 4?
Countdown.
No, what's that couples one? What? I can't...
Open house.
Open House. Oh, God, it's good, isn't it? It's so... yeah, it's really good. They say it makes us cringe to our core. So please tell us, what is the etiquette when your friends keep trying to recruit you into their swingers gang? We can't exactly cook ties as we work quite closely with them. And even if we were tempted to dabble, they're definitely not our type. Hope you can help. Thank you for all the lols, Teresa in the audience. P.S. My husband Ollie is here with me tonight. A shout-out would be amazing. I can't wait to see the cringe on his face.